What is up, though, Lions fans? It's your boy Motor City Don P, and we are back here once again. You already know what time it is. It is game time, game time, game time. But one thing's for certain, three things are for sure when you see me in front of TV. It's the Motor City Cats R&D back at it. We came to give you stats, not none of that static, whatever you do. Make sure you keep your Lions news pragmatic. And we are here for the game day stream, the live watch party. We did just see the Pittsburgh Steelers topple the Minnesota Vikings in Dublin. I caught the last drive of the game, so I will definitely go ahead and rewatch it a little bit later. So that I can give you my Minnesota Vikings version of the NFC North report. Tell you how they looked, how I thought they looked, what we learned, if anything, when we break that game down. For those of you that didn't watch it, I know some of you did watch it. Armenian Man 2.0, he watched it, said the Vikings just lost. Yes, fortunately for us. So hopefully we can go ahead and not keep pace in the NFC North, but go ahead and um, All right, we're back. Okay, we got the technical difficulties out of the way at least. Um, so the Lions take the kickoff and they get it out to the 30-yard line. I had technical difficulties already with these earphones. So I just said, hey, man. I just went out and grabbed my other ones. I had some other ones in the car. And I'm done with these other ones. I had them charging all week. And the first thing that they do is go down. So it is what it is. The Lions are, of course, under center with Jared Goff. He comes out throwing. He hits Waymo, Waymason Williams. For the first down. Was that a 10-yard gain on a first down throw? So that is what that is. Let me switch this up so I can see and make sure. See my EQs, make sure everything is running smooth. All righty. All right, second down. Play action. Goff has pressure and has to get rid of it. That pressure, we already know. Myles Garrett, he's going to be out there. So we better go ahead and continue to neutralize him. What up, though, Jody Carruthers? All right. I can't really hear anything because I got the stream turned down, obviously. Once it goes to commercial break, I'll try to reconnect the earphones for the time being. And hopefully by the second quarter, if not the second quarter, the second half, I can go ahead and replace the earbuds altogether. Jahmyr Gibbs with the carry, straight up the gut. And that is going to bring up third down and 8, I believe. 3rd and 7. All right. So Jahmyr Gibbs is in the backfield next to Jared Goff. Hopefully they're not going to be doing any running on 3rd and 7, not against this front. All right. 4-man rush. Goff steps up, got to Gibbs, but they're going to collapse on top of him, and he's going to have a gain of about 3 yards. So they're going to go ahead and punt. Taylor Decker did handle Myles Garrett pretty well, but he wound up on the ground. Hi, Jody. All right. We're going to get a punt from your man, Jack Fox. The Cleveland Browns will start their drive from the 11-yard line. So, yes. All right. First commercial break. Let me go ahead and try to reconnect these earphones so I can freaking hear. 1 second. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hmm. Dude, look at this. I mean, come on. Shouldn't have to tell you all the time.
Let's play this.
What?
Let's play this.
No. All right, we are back. That was a fail. Uh, so I did not get them reconnected. The Browns go ahead and get a first down on their first pass, just like the Lions did. So no three and outs to start the game. You know, Coach Shepard said he wanted to have three and outs to start the game, and that has not happened. So we'll see if we can get a four and out. What up, though, Tactical Sport? What up, though, Mr. Morale 313? All right, they're going to hand off to Judkins, and Judkins is going to go ahead and get himself about 9 yards. Yeah, I think Kevin Stefanski did get in his ear last week. As I said, Judkins was, he had a habit of everything that he did. He got up barking at someone. And I think Stefanski just got in his ear and said, just get your silly behind back to the huddle and stop all that foolishness. All right, so it is going to be 2nd and 1. Oh, no, they gave him the first down. Crazy. All right, let's see if we can get a 5 and out. The Browns have not scored in the first quarter. The Detroit Lions have allowed an opening drive score in every game, which we'll see what happens. They're already over. Are they already over? No, they're not over midfield. Sorry. All right. 2nd and 7 from the 31 and a half. The 30 and a half. All right. The Detroit Lions bottle them up, and it is going to be a 3rd and 4 coming up. 3rd, 4, 5. Let's see what it is. Let's see. There's a lot of lag, and they got a lot of stuff up. Okay, 3rd and 5, as I said. All right. Lions' first opportunity to get them off the field on the 3rd down. Let's see what happens here. Can we get pressure on Joe Flacco? Not much. And of course, there are flags all over the place. It was caught anyway, but I mean, three officials threw the flag, so it must have been something very egregious. Isaiah Bond, if you guys remember him, he was wasn't he the guy that was supposed to run a 4.140? Wow, it was holding on Brian Branch and Terrion Arnold. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with this secondary, but it needs to get fixed, whatever it is. All right, first time we got a little bit of hey. This team is they got the energy, man. You know? And the first time we get a little bit of pressure on Joe Flacco, he stands in there and delivers a strike to whoever that wide receiver is. And big pickup. They are now in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the, let's call it 13. Okay. That play went nowhere. I don't know what that was. Is he a fullback or I'm unsure. That's what's up. That's what's up, Tactical. That's what's up. That they need the kick somewhere. Somewhere needs a kick. I don't know what they're doing. No, they weren't benching them. Like it's just a rotation. I don't know if it's going to come in quarters. I don't know what it is. All right. So that was a catch in front of DJ Reed, and it's going to be a good for how many yards? 4? 5. All right. What up, though, Lisa? I really love to be able to hear the game. Oh, my goodness. Timeout by who? The Browns? Oh, no, the Lions called timeout. Dan Campbell is not happy with what is going on. I'm not happy with it either. So the defense, the defense uses the first drive as preseason, apparently. So this is what we're going to see every first drive. They're just going to use it as though they're in the preseason. They forget how to cover. They forget how to tackle. They forget how to do everything. And then they lock in. So a win here, the best case scenario is a turnover. But you got to hold them to 3 points. You can't let them get a touchdown here. Hopefully that is on the Browns. I feel like the receiver tackled DJ Reed. Let's see what happens. Oh, of course it's on the Lions. Okay. At some point, like, I am a, where's the holding? Brother, where's the penalty? I'm sorry. I didn't see a penalty on that one. Did anyone see a penalty? TA, I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, I do believe he is in his own head. I believe his confidence has been shaken a bit. That's not going to be a touchdown. He's going to be down on the 1 yard line. It's only the first quarter. First drive of the first quarter. As I said, the defense uses it as preseason. But the unfortunate part is that we are going to be the first team that the Browns score on. The Browns haven't scored in the first quarter all year. Okay? You better not let Geriatric Joe score. That's crazy. Geriatric Joe. He got no push. Look at this. Where are you going? Where are you going, bro? right. Now here's what's going to happen. The only way that we're going to stop them is they're going to go for it on third and goal. If they don't get it, they'll probably go for it on 4th and goal, trying to be tough, and that would be the opportunity that we need to go ahead and stop them. They're going to try it again with Geriatric Joe, and it's not going to work. Once again, you guys want to try it a third time? We can try it again. I got to tell you guys, if it wasn't Joe Flacco, they would have scored already. If it was any other quarterback with some young legs, you know what I'm saying, something, they would have scored already. Crashing down, and he's going to go ahead and get in. I told y'all, I said, I don't want Quinshon Judkins to be able to get anything, but y'all let him have a touchdown. Y'all let him have a touchdown. These earbuds are just not connecting at all. All right, let me see if I can do something with it from here. All righty. All right. There we go. Remotes and accessories. Go ahead and connect those. Okay, they're now connected. All right. Now, hopefully, I'll be able to actually, listen to the game. All right. It's coming through loud and clear, y'all. We'll see when my right earbud dies, even though it's been on charge all week. It said not yet anyway. I'm not worried either, but this defense, man. Yep. So anyway, we're coming back. Offense needs to go ahead and put in a touchdown, and its defense needs to go ahead and lock in. Unfortunately, we got the F team again. We've got Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma. Maybe he does, and that's supposed to be what they're doing with Amik Robertson. What was that? They almost they almost fumbled that one. That was almost a disaster, but Khalif comes up to the 35-yard line. All right. Well, we need to prioritize getting Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, and Amon-Ra St. Brown touchdowns because we're 10-0 when that happens. I forgot about that beef, Jim Schwartz and them boys. We're gonna have to figure out Myles Garrett. Gonna have to figure it out. They're gonna have to spread them out. All right. Dangerous throw to Sam Laporta. He gets it. It is now going to be 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5. Who was the player that Jonathan Vilma was talking about? Goff. Amon-Ra St. Breezy, baby. Mobile Golf shows up again. He escapes the pressure in the pocket, rolls out, and throws a strike to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He felt the pressure. He knew it was coming. He kept his eyes downfield and ripped one to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, I think it was uncharacteristic. I don't think he knew where he was. He should have spun around to the outside instead of to the inside towards the, or I should say to the inside instead of the outside towards the sidelines. There we go. There we go, Khamir. And we're going to get a hold. I guess that's why the hole was so big. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Did he say clipping? One player? Okay. That was more like tripping, not clip. Didn't clipping used to be like a block in the back? It changed the rule. That's crazy that they said half the distance to the goal instead of giving them the full 15 yards. Interesting. From the 30-yard line. And it's a hold. Is it a hold in the secondary or a hold in the backfield? It looks like it was a hold in the secondary. There we go. There we go. No, I'm saying because they were on the 30-yard line, so they said half the distance to the goal instead of just giving them 15 yards. That's what I'm saying. I thought that was weird because they were all the way out on the 30-yard line. All right. Okay, Hamir. Would you boss up and get these tutties? Get these tutties. Get these tutties. Would you boss up and get these tutties? Get these tutties. Get these tutties. Let's go, Hamir. Hamir Gibbs. I like him. Hamir Gibbs. I mean, that was just like he was like in the slalom with that one. He was like, shh, 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 you know what I'm saying? Going through the flags. You know what I'm saying? Skiing on them boys. All righty. 7-7. Look at that. Look at that. Oof. Where you at? Mm, mm. All right. So it's 7-7. Now it's time for this defense, man, to figure out what they're doing. Okay. Let me see if I can put this in pairing mode. Should. All right, let me see here. All right, let me see if I can add this right quick. Okay, we're going to pair an accessory. These have, I don't even think we can find them. I think these ones, you got to take them out and. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I'll figure that out. We'll come back to that later. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, he does seem like he's very the confidence wherever that has gone, I don't know. All right, good kick. And they're going to come out to the great hit. Great hit, Craig. Great hit, Craig. They're going to be on the 23-yard line, I believe. All right, let's keep an eye out on who's there. Oh, yeah, if y'all didn't know, Jackson Flaxen Waxen, Xmas Jackson Flaxen Waxen was brought up from the practice squad. All right. Not too much pressure on Joe Flacco, and he throws a pass that's not great. So it should be a what, second and something? Oh, okay. I was a little bit out of my element. I forgot to do this. So I should bring up um all right. On 2nd and 8, They swallow up the running back, and it is now going to be 3rd and 8. So let's see if we get a 3 and out here. See, Jonathan Vilma just said the same thing that I said. He said they need the first series to wake up. I said they treat the first series like preseason. And they got their backup tackles in. Come on now. 3rd and 8. Pressure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kirby's number 2. What was Joe Flacco doing? I don't know. That's why I called him Geriatric Joe. Aiden almost, you know what I'm saying? I don't think Geriatric Joe read the dossier on Kirby Joseph. Shout out bird blindness. If you know, you know. All right. Jared Goff sits back, shows a strike to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Okay, now let's see. And let's start to roll now. Come on, let's open up these floodgates and get them out of here. Is this where we start going 52-7? What happened, Jonathan Vilma, is that the Browns browned. Yeah. All right. David Montgomery comes with the hard 3 yards, 2 yards. The hard yard, baby. All right, let's see here. All righty. 2nd and 8. Nothing doing on that. All right, let's see what we got. So what do we have in the NFC North? Anything? We know the Vikings lost. So why not jump? Don't just point. Oh, they're going to give it to him for pointing? No. What the frick, bro? Here come this bullcrap, bro. It's 3rd and 13. 3-1-3 right now. This is not the type of 3-1-3 that you want. How is that a false start? He pointed at him. They do this all the time. That's crazy. I guess both the Bears and the Packers play in the afternoon slate. All right, let me go get me a drink right quick. I don't know what Joe Flacco was doing. $136 to make that cake with Amon-Ra St. Brown standing on his head. Well, the Commanders don't have. I'll throw red zone on. Yeah, the Commanders don't have Jaden Daniels or Terry McLaurin. Yeah, that was some BS. Well, the Commanders just scored, so it should be 7-10. McCaffrey caught the touchdown, and he just ran through the secondary. The Texans looking for their first win. They're up 3-0 versus the Titans. Apparently, there's some stuff going on behind the scenes that will come out pretty soon. As far as CJ Stroud, I don't know exactly what that means. Sexy Dexy with the interception of Justin Herbert. The Giants are currently leading 7-0 over the Chargers, and they are looking like they're about to score. It's first and goal, going up 14-0. Hey man, it's any given Sunday, man. The Giants are 0-3. The Chargers are 3-0. It doesn't matter. Please pass the football. 3rd and 14. Thank you. Wonderful catch by Khalif Raymond, but it is not going to be enough for the first down. Sexy Dexy batted the ball, and then it got tipped to him for the interception. So he batted the ball, then the Chargers offensive lineman tipped it to him for the interception. All right. And that is going to be good by Jake Bates. Hey, you got to make them pay. And remember, you can't win 52-7 without at least one field goal. I'm just saying. All right, let me get a drink, and I shall be right back. All right. We're back. The Eagles are currently up on the Bucks 14-3. Congratulations, I guess, to the Detroit Tigers for making the playoffs. Squeaking into the playoffs after being very, 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 very comfortably in the lead for the entire season. All right, Joe Flacco is coming back out. For some reason, this has become very cold in here. All right, 1st and 10. Judkins in the backfield, man in motion. Turns around, play fake, screen, and yeah, didn't like that play at all. 16 yards. All right. Sack. I don't know what that was. I don't have a sack dance. Hutch with another sack. He's trying to keep pace with what he did last year. Oh, it's a backup offensive tackle. You know he's going to eat 4 sacks this game. 4 sacks. Because that's what we heard last year. Oh, he did have 7.5 sacks last year, but just going against backup tackles. That's what we heard. That's what we heard. Is that going to be a timeout? Nope, this is going to be a delay game. You cannot couple a sack with a delay game. But the Browns are going to Brown. You're hoping the Bucks will beat the Eagles? Hey, Chris Godwin and Tristan Wirfs are playing today. Second and 21. It's second and a million. We know how we be doing on and a million. Way for Aiden to recognize what was going on there and to kind of drop back into his own little coverage. Yep. Definitely a heads up play by Aiden Hutchinson because, yeah, he's not finna just blow by you like that. You're going to have to make some sort of effort. So, way to recognize the screen. 3rd and 21. DJ Reed with the PBU. Jerry Jeudy doing his best R. Kelly. Y'all are killing me with this. All right. Raymond getting the punt. Just go forward, man. Gets to what? Gets a yard, gets to the 14. What just happened? Oh, okay. Ooh. Don't look now, y'all, but Michael Penix looks bad. He did just launch an Uncle Rico esque deep ball to Drake London. His mechanics need to be changed. The Patriots just went up. Did they go up or were they already up by one? They were already up by one, so they extended their lead to 7 currently. We'll see 8 for the pickup. I feel like the Patriots and the Panthers play every year. Doesn't it feel that way? And I'm like, I don't understand why. It's one of those weird forced rivalries by the NFL. Maybe I'm wrong. All right. Goff back in the shotgun. Amon-Ra St. Brown in motion. Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs. I like him. I like him. Jahmyr Gibbs. Bro, I mean, Jameer always is. Man, I just want to see that 80-yarder, bro. I just want to see that 80-yarder, man. I just want to see it. I want him to have that Javid Best moment. Bijan Robinson just scored. You know, I just realized Bijan Robinson is number 7 for the Falcons. Another false start. Why are we browsing right now? He said if the Lions score, the game is practically out of reach. Y'all know I hate that play. Y'all know I hate that play. So the Giants were not able to turn that into 7. It was they got 3, so they are leading the undefeated Chargers 10-0. It's 2nd and 12. Run up the middle with Jahmyr Gibbs. Let's see. Nope. Goff deep shot. Ah! And he had him too. He had him. Yeah. He had him. That was a touchdown. That was a touchdown. Nice little screen, but he's not going to go anywhere. Yeah, he did have that was a touchdown. We can't deny that. Up. Inside the 10. Great punt. Flip the field. Whew. Goodness gracious. Has anybody seen him? I think they pushed it back. I thought it was supposed to come out September 19th, and then I saw a commercial that said it was only in theaters October 2nd. So I don't know if that was here in Australia or if they push it back everywhere. Ugh. Is the Washington Commanders mascot really a pig? I just saw that. It's weird. Oof. All right. Bottled up. Losing yards is Quinshawn Judkins. Second and 12. All right. Ooh. See, a Meek out there. Yeah, I didn't think it was a good pick either. All right, third and 12. Here we go. All right, make a solid tackle in the open field. Come on, bro. Watch the fake. The Browns are a bad team. Watch the fake. Remember when we used to have to do stuff like that when we were 3-13-1? All right, no fake. They're going to punt it away. I don't know. That is correct. That is correct. I forgot they used to have the pig masks and all that stuff. Yeah, I forgot. Because I'm thinking the Commanders. You know what I mean? I'm like, wouldn't it be just really easy to have a dude in a military uniform or something? You know, a general. Well, at least it didn't hurt him this time. How would that even be possible? Put a hat on a hat. All right. Who is that? Cedric Tillman going to the locker room. All righty. Myles Garrett's not out there. Take advantage. Yeah, we got to just make sure that We neutralize. All right, it's going to Jameer. That was all righty. 21-3 Eagles. All right, 2nd and 12. I'd really enjoy not running the ball here. I don't understand. Like, frick! Did he lose the ball in the lights of Ford Field or something? Where's Mr. Detroit City? Here he come. Where is he at? Oh, there we go. The Browns. We're not going to get it back. We're not going to get it back. I mean, he dropped it anyway. What happened in which instance? We had a JMO drop and we had a Browns muffing the punt and fortunately for them getting it right back. Come on, Hutch, you didn't see that cutout? There we go, DJ. No flags. No flags. Yeah, it looks like it fell. Yeah, he fell coming out of his break. What happened to Kirby? How do you cut? But he had to secure it through the ground. So I don't know how you could say down by contact. I tell you, once I thought it was a little bit, you know what I'm saying, warm in here. But it's cold in here now. Because he couldn't be ruled down by contact. It doesn't make sense. Like he makes the interception. Yeah. There's no touch. Yeah. I mean, it looks like he'll be fine. I mean, if he landed on his knee, that's just like a contusion. He should be good. All right, first and goal. Let's see. David Montgomery touchdown. Not yet. Not yet. I mean, he walked off, but we'll see. You have to score a touchdown here. A field goal is a win for them. Don't let Jim Schwartz get anything. Yeah, we don't like to see that. Come on now. Yep, Tesla's in. One hand catch coming, loading. I'm a Reezy, say breezy. Would you boss up and get these tutties, get these tutties, get these tutties? Would you boss up and get these tutties, get these tutties, get these tutties? Let's go, baby. No celebration by St. Brown? Maybe he's protesting. His hot mic moment got him fined $42,000. Yes, sir, he did. Where did your Wi-Fi go out again? Forward down the field, we've got a team who will not yield. I don't know the song. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When the blue and silver wave. I don't know the song. I'm sorry. Glory, go Lions! I know bits and pieces. I don't know the whole song. It never occurred to me that I should memorize it. And the Saints are hanging around the Bills. So the Bills are 3-0. They're playing the 0-3 Saints, right? The Chargers are 3-0. Oh no, Malik Neighbors just got carted off the field. But he was flexing both knees, so. Ooh. Did not look good. What just happened? Non-contact. All right. As I was saying, the whatchamacallit, the Chargers are 3-0. They're playing the 0-3 New York Giants. They're losing 10-3. And these 0-3 teams, bro, and these 1-2 teams and stuff like that, they're not giving up on the season just yet. So you got to beat who's in front of you. Your opponent is your opponent. All right, they're going to run on first down. Judkins is going to get 2 yards. All right, Kirby is out. We'll keep an eye on that. Woo. Avante back home in Detroit, playing in front of the home crowd. Let's see what he can do. All right, we got the pressure coming. There's going to be a hold. There's going to be a hold. They tackled somebody in the backfield. I don't know. I know the song. Don't have it memorized. I don't have it memorized. Must we memorize the song? Yeah, that's Fannin. As I said, it was just one of those things that it never occurred to me to memorize. I know what the song is. I know bits and pieces of it. Can I recite it to you word for word? No. So as I'm watching this McDonald's commercial, I have to tell y'all that I have sworn off McDonald's and I have vowed to never spend another dollar in a McDonald's ever. I don't know if it's just in Australia. I don't know if I go somewhere else, if I'll ever have McDonald's again, but I'm done with McDonald's in Australia. It is awful. Awful. All right. The Patriots are handling the Panthers. In at least 15 years. Damn. I just swore it off earlier this year. I mean, I'm not a big eater of fast food anyway, but the last few interactions that I've had, mm-mm. Good tackle, Captain Jack. Good tackle, Captain Jack. And Jack got a little bit of swag, got the tinted visor on. We obviously know it's because he got his lip cut, but he's tinted. You know what I'm saying? Now all he needs is the arm sleeves, and you got to change that number. Ooh, Brian Branch, baby. Jack Campbell start. Oh, come on. Hutch. Okay. He didn't give him the Skittles, Jonathan? Damn, 2010. I feel like I'm late to the party. All right. 55 seconds. We need to put a drive together in these 55 seconds. We've got one timeout. The Browns get the ball back after halftime. Need to do something. Haven't eaten KFC in 20 plus. Damn. That loves McDonald's. Like, there's a particular McDonald's that I hear that I've sworn off. Like, I have not to that one in a year because I gotta. Generally, my McDonald's order is I just go there to get the salted caramel frappe. I got a salted caramel frappe one time at this particular McDonald's. Deep shot, let's go. And all they put in there was milk. That's it. Like it was nothing. It was just milk. They just gave me a cold glass of milk. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. Natsu Drakenslayer, what up though? Me too. All right, Khalif gets out of bounds. So my kids don't even really eat McDonald's like that. They're more of like Burger King, KFC, but we don't really do too much McDonald's around here. So Hutch got like sandwiched during the block and he was down for a bit, but he got up. All right, Sammy Potts. All right, Sammy Potts. All right. Amon-Ra St. Brown gets it. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he looked like he was struggling with something in the leg. The connection with J-Mo is not there today. But it is rushed. It is hurried. Hey, Taylor Decker, no, I'm not gonna lie. Taylor Decker is doing pretty well against Myles Garrett. I'll tell y'all what just happened afterwards. All right, let's see if Bates can get that. 58 yards. No. Whoa. What was that? Brother, I have never seen a field goal like I have never seen that. That just started inside, then went outside, then curved back inside. What did I just watch? Bro, I've never seen that before. I'm gonna tell you, I've never seen that before. I'm not gonna lie to you. We have a Taco Bell here. I don't really eat it. I think I've been like twice. All right, so what I was laughing at, the Saints were down in the red zone, like inside the 10-yard line, about to score. They did this trick play where it was like a double reverse pass back to the quarterback, and the Bills safety so nonchalantly went up with one hand and just picked it off. It was like, I'm not fooled by any of this that you're doing. And he had a one-handed interception almost on the goal line. It was crazy. The Buccaneers are putting up zero fight. It is 24-3 at the half. Well, it's about to be at the half. They're 8 seconds away, just like we're 4 seconds away. All right, guys. I will see you in the second half. All right. We'll be right back. We back just in time to see. Wow. Just in time to see them call defensive holding on Brian Branch. Ah, my goodness. And the negation of the strip sack, all that stuff, bro. Well, we got to clean up these penalties, man. We've got to clean up these penalties. Especially penalties on third down. Like this, absolutely ridiculous, man. All right. Whew. Yeah, that's true. Facts. Facts. I didn't even think about that. Hey, a win is a win. Lions bad guy. We got to get what we got to get. All right. Good coverage, Brian Branch. No flags. All right. I've got to reconnect this because why wouldn't I have to do that? Alrighty, 1 second. At least I'm getting some good practice with connecting it quickly. All right, quickly connected. There we go. Didn't even miss a play. All right, 3rd and 10. Let's see if we can get them off the field this time. All right, pressure, drop pass. Barnes in coverage. Okay. And that could have been a penalty, but it is what it is, bro. He took him down and was like, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me. It's a trap. All right, good punt. Can we let it go? No, we can't. All right. I just feel like just let it go. Just let it go. I think it would have made it into the end zone. We would have been out on the 20. You can make an exception for Chipotle. Have I had Chipotle? Because we don't have Chipotle here. We do have some stuff though. Like yesterday, I had it's from a place called Sombrero. So we got Sombrero. We got Guzman y Gomez, stuff like that. But we don't have Chipotle. That's crazy. I feel you. I feel you, Lions bad guy. Not that I know of. I was gonna ask y'all if y'all had anything. Is he out for the game? BBO's Hutch a pick. Something, bro. Something. He owes him something. We gotta, like I said, he's got to stop with these penalties, bro. Brian Branch and Terrion Arnold do get called for a lot of penalties, but Brian Branch, he's a vet. He should know better. And Brian Branch usually is the one that gets hit with the 15-yarders. So, but an automatic first down is, it's an automatic first down. It's terrible. I mean, he has been dealing with a knee injury since camp. So, all right, Lions offense. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get you 7 right here. That one was doomed from the start. I knew that wasn't going to work. There we go, Khamir. There we go, Khamir. You know what I'm saying? That one was dead in the water, but Khamir picked up 8. Wow. Okay, I got to see that one. All right, Khamir Gibbs just gets the first down. Yeah, I got to see that Teddy Two Guns commercial. Come on now. I need that. No, not twice, 3 times. Remember, he did it twice versus Baltimore. So that was his 3rd time. All right, Khamir. Okay. Is that not a horse collar? Thank you. That was for sure a horse collar. Huh? Against the Lions? Brother, that was a horse collar tackle. Oh, okay. No, it wasn't a horse collar. Okay. Just the way that he grabbed it, I thought the way that he snapped back, I thought it was a horse collar. Oh yeah. Okay, Waymo. Bro, you had no pressure. Jared? It wasn't about him backing up like a center fielder. It was an underthrown ball as well. That's what I'm saying. He had no pressure. All he had to do was step into that. He hits JMO for a freaking 90-yard touchdown. And then y'all going to give up a 10-yard run right up the middle. Come on, bro. Like, this. This is how you lose to a team like the Cleveland Browns. Ask the Packers. You let them hang around. There we go. There's Kirby. Jared definitely goofed. The undrafted rookie, the one that was supposed to run a 4.140. He's never going to live that down. My man said, I'm going to run a 4.1. He ran a 4.5. Yes, Kirby is back out on the field. Homie, what was that? Bro, that man, that was no gain. How do you scramble and slide for no gain? That is crazy. Geriatric Joe. All right, let's get inside here, guys. Um, it pisses me off because Quinshawn Judkins is not the name of a real person. It's not. Nothing about his name is real. Quinshawn is not a real first name. Judkins is not a real last name. Who's Judkins? I've never heard of Judkins before. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they are. I forgot to pop that back up. I haven't even. They just said Oakwood. I haven't heard from AQM today. All right, 3rd and 7 inside the 20. Get the sack. Get the pick. Ah. Somebody said the game would be Lions 34, Browns 24. And I was like, the fact that you think that the Browns can score 24 points is laughable in and of itself. Bro, I cannot believe Jared Goff threw that pick, bro. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Whew. All right. All right. Sailors gets it up to the 37. Twelve of 19 for 118 yards. Wow. That's crazy. When he has under 10 seconds, under five, what was it? Under 2.5 seconds to throw, he's 7 of 7. When he has more time, he's 5 of 12. 5 of 12. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Flacco's kids. Flacco's kids wearing Lions jerseys is crazy. All right, Khamir. Keep geriatric Joe on the sideline, bro. Like, come on. You must score. You have to respond. I know it's only a 10-point lead, and y'all like, oh, the Browns again. The Packers let them hang around until the last second, and they won. No flag is crazy. No flag is crazy, bro. No flag is crazy on that one. I told y'all. Going 3 and out is how you let bad teams hang around. Yeah, it would be pretty crazy. Bro, Michael Penix is ass. Like, yo. Bro, it's terrible. Like the Uncle Rico release, my man just had all the time in the world and threw the ball directly. Like I just said that whatchamacallit, Jared Goff's interception was bad. My man stared down Mikey Stannerstill and threw it directly to him after having all the time in the world. No pressure at all. No defenders within 10 yards of him. That was crazy. Crazy, bro. See, the Bills are up on the Saints 21-10. Look, again, these bad teams, they hang around, and that's how you get upset. Michael Penix is trying to make sure that the Falcons do not win this game. But one thing that y'all need to realize about Michael Penix, he's 0-4 when the opposing team scores 7 points. So if the opposing team scores 7 points, he cannot win. Bro, why do we keep getting sucked in on the edge? What is happening? Bro, so do y'all realize? So I said our run defense is on again, off again. Remember, Josh Jacobs was nothing. DeAndre Swift looked like a superstar. Derrick Henry was nothing. Now you're making freaking Judkins look like a superstar. This is crazy. No, it has not been. $21-16. The Saints are going for 2. The Buffalo Bills are 3-0. Joseph is down as well again. What happened to him? He got a. It looked like he took his shoulder to the chest. Bro, stop the run. Stop giving them 4 or 5 yards every time. All right. Yeah, I don't know. He walked off, but he was walking gingerly. And then he comes into the game and gives up a catch, a big catch. That's going to be a false start. No, he can't. He really can't. Saquon Barkley currently 10 rushes, 20 yards. This is what I'm saying. Almost had a pick. Yes. Y'all heard my stat. Now, I think this could be one of the 1%. The 99% of the time, you drop an interception, you're going to give up points to the other team. It's usually a touchdown, but the Browns are bad. So we'll see if they can stop them from getting 3 points. Second and 15. Stop that. Thank you. Thank you. No gain. They actually lost a yard. There we go. All right. Let's see if we get a field goal that goes in here. If he misses it, then we've avoided the stat. Tyler Algier just took the Commander's cookies. He just ran somebody over. So the Falcons 31-16 right now. All right, let's see. Let's get a miss here. We got a miss. There we go. There we go. Caveman Campbell. That's what you're going with. All right, 1 second. Oh, hold on. Wow, Justin Herbert just threw the most ridiculous interception. Oh my God. I'm freezing. Why did guy Saquon jumping over a defender on Detroit? Come on now. gotta put the blanket on, bro. No, we didn't. Come on, Khamir. Come on, Khamir. Khamir Gibbs. Khamir Gibbs. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Alahim. I guess. Mm-hmm. That's what you got to do. You got to run away from Myles Garrett. Why would you run at him? That would just be crazy. Only a foolish person would run at Myles Garrett. Oh, good catch by Sammy Lapats. Sammy Lapata. I said, yeah, those who stay grounded never won anything. All right. It's time for the witching hour, where wins become losses and losses become wins. That's what they say on whatchamacallit? Red Zone. Whew. Whew. Bro. I'm gonna have to turn this heater on, bro. I know it said that. I'm saying, but it didn't. I was just saying that the message to Brad Holmes was crazy. The Bills are struggling with the Saints. They're struggling. Tomorrow I have an all-day class which starts at 7 a.m. and it either finishes at 12 or 4. So I will not be live tomorrow, but I'll try to tape my show sometime before tomorrow. Gerrit. Gerrit Goof. All right, 3rd and 2. Let's see what we cook up. There we go, Waymo. No, he dropped it. What is happening today? J-Mo is not having a great game. Goff's not having a great game getting it to him. But I don't know what's going on with J-Mo today, bro. This is one of those games. And who was 46? That's who it was in there. All right, Khamir, come on now. You got to get that. Nope. He didn't get it. I'm so tired of freaking Jim Schwartz, bro. Like, come on. uh, yeah, but that dude, that looked more like Terrion Arnold than Jack Campbell. Yeah. There we go, Jack. Jenkins wasn't gonna bark at him now, was he? Bro, they haven't won. Did you see that stat? Get him. Because he had Anzalone beat. He had him beat. $19.50, yes. $19.50. That's crazy. Bro, I gotta turn the heater on, man. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Get him! Ah, come on, Hutch. And now DJ Reed is hurt. DJ Reed grabs his hamstring. All right. In the house, it's cold. I don't know, bro. It's like I went outside a little bit earlier to grab my other earbuds, and I was fine, pretty much. But I don't know. It just be hot, cold in the house. We play Chase and Higgins next week, but we also play Jake Browning. So well, he definitely pulled it. All right, Khalif. All right, Leaf. Would you boss up and get these tutties? Get these tutties. Get these tutties. Would you boss up and get these tutties? Get these tutties. Get these tutties. Let's go, Leaf. Let's go, Leaf. The Saints just went ahead. Went up there and gave a kiss to his wife. That's crazy. The Saints just went up on the Bills. All right. 27-10. We are back up by 17. Is it the secondary's turn this season? I hope not, because we know what that looked like. Arnold's already out. What up, the real fan? True, true. So Melbourne, you know, Melbourne is its own thing. You know what I mean? It may be springtime, but you know, Melbourne's its own thing for sure. That's all I can say. All right. 1st and 10 under center. Gonna run. Oh no, they didn't go up. They didn't go up. It was a field goal. So they reviewed the touchdown and they didn't uphold it. Fannin drops it again. Anzalone knocks it out. And Josh Allen just rumbled through the Saints defense like only Josh Allen can do. Pressure. Jerry Jeudy loses the ball on 3rd and 8. Amik says, I'm in your head, boy. The defense is doing pretty well, but the Cleveland Browns offense sucks. Are the Titans still at 0? Why? Why fair catch that? He was too tired. He's still breathing hard, so yeah. He was like, I'm not doing that with this one. This Allstate commercial, bro. And the Bills just scored to push their lead up. I don't know if it'll be 9 points. There was a flag on the extra point. Whew. I mean, we blitzed a lot with AG. He wanted to pin him deep again. What up, though, Paul Thomas? I wouldn't call it kicking their ass. Yeah, I feel like we need more from our offense. Sometimes. Well, the Chargers are still trailing. All right, a little full house formation there. Monty straight up. What did he get? 4 yards? It's crazy that Miles Garrett has a bucket list. Brother, you make $40 million a year. Patagonia is a place. Just go get a ticket. Bucket lists are for normal people. Patagonia is just go in the off season. Jambo can't get nothing going today, bro. It would be Garrett, Miles Garrett. There we go, Waymo. There we go, Waymo. Yeah, not at all. Hey, I'm glad they are too. Just keeping his confidence. He's had a couple drops. The connection's been a bit off. You know, are they not recognizing the run blitzes? Are they because they're just running right into the teeth of it. Yeah, he is. No, we don't. Yeah, I'm not enjoying this running into the teeth stuff, bro. He came off Panay suicide that time, didn't he? Yep. Oh no, it was Laporta. Why would you try to block Myles Garrett with Laporta? That's crazy. That was an interesting decision. A long field goal, no. Yeah, I mean, we did say before that they're going to need to open up the run with the pass, but after the next play, I'm turning the heater on. Woo! Ah. So we're just going to run screens, huh? We're just going to run screens. That's what we're going to do? Oh, my goodness. Somebody had a hit out. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing with this Quinshawn Judkins? Like, what are we doing, bro? Y'all can deal with that in the chat. I'm not going to say nothing. I don't have the energy right now. Exactly. Quinshawn Judkins. Fake name. They're sending these dudes to London. That's going to be a delay of game. Can we decline it? We can't decline it. It was a delay of game. Oh. Touch. Wait. No touchdown? What happened to the touchdown? Oh, yeah, it was down by contact. Yeah, there we go. Aiden Hutchinson with the second sack of the game, and it's a strip sack. What are we doing? We're just trying to force the issue now? Facts. Amon Ra has like 3 catches this game. It was a strip sack. I don't know why. I really don't. There we go, Khamir. The Giants are about to go up. Okay. That was a bad play. They're going to go up 24-18. So they're going to be up by 6 over the undefeated whatchamacallits, Chargers. Are they going to go for it? Well, they're 0-3, so yeah, you got to go for the win. Wow. Well, he's in there now. I mean, I understand that they wanted to. I understand that they wanted to run the ball against this team. They're allowing 57.3 yards per game, and they ran it down their throats to the tune of 100 yards, which is great when it's against the number 1 rush defense in the league. But just some of the stuff is unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, the backwards runs, The runs when you know that they're just gonna run blitz, you know? There we go. Amon Ra. Would you boss up and get these tutties? Get these tutties, get these tutties. Would you boss up and get these tutties? Get these tutties, get these tutties. Let's go, baby. Hey, Jim Schwartz, where you at? Where you at, Jim? Where you at? You getting carried off this time? You could get carried out. You know what I'm saying? You could get carried out. Amon Ra, like, I think he's mad at that fine. Because he ain't celebrating or nothing. Whew. All right, 34-10. Let's see if we can put 41 on them. I mean, it's not 52, but 41 is good. All right, cool. Lions Bengals is a 4:00 game, so I can actually go to sleep. I mean, I went to sleep, but I had to get up at like 2. I got up at 2:15 this morning. Dylan Gabriel will be coming into the game. Who's down? As I said, someone said their score prediction was the Lions 34, the Browns 24. And I'm like, 24 points is crazy. The Browns scoring 24 points? Mm-mm. Oh, that was Dorsey, yeah. Bro, I really think the Chargers are going to lose this game. They just got sacked. I think it was 3rd and 14. They got sacked. Now it's 4th and 25. Brian Burns did it. He said, it looks like Kevin Stefanski is throwing the white flag. I think you mean waving the white flag, but yes. Yeah, I remember. It was Deion Branch. Jonathan Vilma kept calling Brian Branch Dion Branch. Khalif turned that thing backside and he would have had it. The Bills are pulling away from the Saints. All right, there's no more points being scored, guys. Kyle Allen, where's Jackson Meeks at? Is he getting in? Yep, Meeks is in. It's the preseason, fellas. Jackson Dart. I think he will be 1-0. What? Jacob Saylor's getting carry over Craig Reynolds? Yeah, there's supposed to be some. There was a report that some behind the scenes things are happening, and it'll probably come out soon. Yeah. Yeah, you gave Dylan Gabriel a drive. Give Shador a drive. You know? Oh my goodness, bro. After this game, I'm gonna go to work a bit, but I'm trying to figure, should I just go to sleep? They can't give Shador a drive. Well, if I mean, they're not gonna do nothing but just run it into the teeth of the defense anyway. So we might punt again, but they could give Shador a drive. Ah, okay, yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I got what you're saying. I wasn't even thinking about him being the emergency QB. Well, if Dylan Gabriel limps off with a hamstring, he's like, My hamstring. But I think that was it right there. That's it. So the Detroit Lions are going to win the game 34-10. I'd like to see how Jim Schwartz leaves. Mr. Morale 313 said he could be carried out in a body bag. Oh my God. We put up over 100 yards rushing on this defense, and I think that was the goal. Wow. We never beat Joe Flacco before. That's crazy. I mean, but he is geriatric Joe, so. Um, that sucks, man. Mass shootings seems to be a very American disease, man. It is just, yeah. Imagine leaving your house just to do something normal, like go to school, and then you're in danger, not because you have problems with a person, not because of anything. Just because some sick individual decided that they're going to go and, wow, that they're going to go and, cause havoc, pain, and misery. That was a good interception that the Rams just got off Indiana Jones, who Dan Orlovsky said has been the best quarterback this season. Dan Orlovsky just says things just so there'll be hot takes. All right, so the Giants have it 3rd down and 5 with 1:40 left, and the Bolts have no more timeouts. All right. So that game is in the books, guys. I mean, there's not a whole lot to talk about. I didn't see Jim Schwartz after the game. I don't know what his feelings were. Where's Ja? Somebody find Ja Rule so we can make sense of all of this. Yeah. I mean, it counts. It counts because you're still playing. It's not like beating Mike Tyson when he was 60 and you're Jake Paul and you're 25. It's not the same, but the win counts. So we'll take it. Facts. Yeah, they are. There it's 31-23. They have the ball, and it's a minute 45 left. So we'll see what happens. Mm-hmm. Ah, my goodness. Hold on, I'll be right back. I just threw some eggs in the pot. Hard boil them. See if I can get them to boil before I leave. I don't know if I'll be able to eat them. So what were y'all's thoughts on the game? I mean, a win is a win. The defense did play really well down the stretch. I'm just kind of concerned about one of our cornerbacks walked off very gingerly, looked like he had some sort of upper body injury, and the other one was carted off with a hamstring injury. I don't know. Generally, bringing the card out ain't great. Doesn't look great for your prospects of playing the next week. But stranger things have happened. Hutch injury scare was just that, a scare. 2 sacks on Joe Flacco. One was a strip sack. I think we only sacked him twice, and both of them were Hutchinson. So yeah. So the Bears are playing the Raiders. I think Chiefs and Ravens is about to kick off. I think. Is that Sunday Night Football or is it a 4:00 game? The New York Giants get their first win at the expense of the previously undefeated Los Angeles Chargers, which is wild. And Russell Wilson has lost his job. I don't think there will be a return to Russell Wilson. Eagles win. Brock Purdy is back for the 49ers. Hutch definitely should be getting the game ball on defense, I would say. Well, if you guys go back to what I said in the offseason when we were talking about Johnny Moe, I said I think what you're going to see from him is when Goff throws an interception, he's essentially going to take it out of his hands for a bit and just use the running game. And I feel like that's exactly what he did. You know, you got to calm him down and not let him just get back on the horse and just gunsling. I mean, that's how he would have those multiple pick games. So oh my goodness, bro. Um so you know what, guys? I really like, the way that we're playing right now. When I look at the schedule, I don't see no teams better than us. I really think we can just go 17-0, I think we can go undefeated, y'all. You know? Bro, tell me why Packers fans were in my mentions because I replied to a post. I don't know if it was FanDuel or something, some post I replied to. And I was like, but are the Packers, can the Packers still go undefeated? Bro, Packers fans were not aware of anything. It was like the joke went completely over their heads. And it's like, you have to know that a team, like someone on your team said this. Like, you have to know about this crazy man. But no, they didn't seem to know. So. The only sack that the Lions have given up came from the Packers. Facts. That is true. What up, though, JSJ? Oh, man. Man, am I tired. I tell you, I'm going to come back here in about 5 hours. If I make it that far, I don't know. I don't know if I'll make it that long. But I'm definitely gonna crash out and take a nap. Stafford threw a sure interception that someone just dropped. Exactly. Yeah, JMO didn't have a great game today. But the good thing it was they kept him involved. They kept trying to get him the ball. This was supposed to be the JMO game. They took multiple deep shots to him. And really he dropped the only one that actually got to him. That was the crazy part. All the other ones didn't have a chance to get there. So the interception was crazy. But yeah. I mean, I can't really get hype about this game. I mean, it was the Browns. The Browns browned. There was a lot of they tried to hype this game up. There was a lot of back and forth between, the Lions giving them bulletin board material and then proceeding to put up over 100 yards rushing against them. Mason Graham said, we stop the run. That's what we do, and we're going to continue to do that. Didn't really work this game. So like I said, it was what it was. Not a great game, but overall, the type of game that you probably could expect, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to try to eat something before I leave. As I said earlier, I will not be, I got a class that I have to take tomorrow. It's a whole day class, so I will not be doing my show tomorrow. But what I will try to do, I will try to get some time this evening and record my show. Breaking this down, giving my thoughts on this, all this other stuff, and see if we can find any juicy Jim Schwartz tidbits. if they gave him the opportunity to come to the podium after the game, because this is, the place, Detroit is where everybody learned his name. Obviously not for great reasons. But yeah, so I'll try to break all of that down, and then I'll have it premiere the same time that you would be at my show. So you guys will be able to come in and have a conversation with each other in the chat. I just won't be replying because I won't be live. That'll be pretty much it. Try to keep it an hour, We'll see where it goes. The O-line does look a whole lot better. And that's why I said, man, we'll see. I mean, now we put up 100 yards versus the number one rush defense in the NFL. So, I mean, there were some good things to glean from this win. Like I said, if you can put up 100 yards against the number one, then you should be able to do it against anybody. You know what I mean? So that's, I think that's what we learned about this team. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stab out, guys. Once again, 34-10 was the final score. I was hoping it would have been 52-7, but it was what it was. I appreciate everybody for coming through, hanging out, spending their time, talking, getting their opinions heard, all these things. But as I said, we'll not see you tomorrow, but I'll try to have something for you tomorrow. So the Motor City Cats are back at it. We came to give you stats, not static. Whatever you do, make sure you keep your Lions news pragmatic. We are out 34-10. Lions win again. Peace.